Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or. Get that. Get it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
44, Mike, 44.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That throw into the arms of Allen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This pass complete to Higgins. And he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Slam. Protein spill. Clear. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
12 yards on the return that time, and that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. And on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go now. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 60 Pittsburgh.
556, 556. I got it.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy.
On second down, here's Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
First down, Dublin.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Brown, and tough sledding. They get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
First down.
Ready, ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
61, matchbox right. Ready, ready.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to Mixon on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
On the set. Hey, orbit.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Shift. Check 13. Check 13. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Bravo! Hey, rock it!
56 to Mike. 56
Now!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got Higgins over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and 5.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
90 Wolf, Drew Draw Corker.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go.
2nd and 10. That's complete to Jake Butt. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
He's got a man, complete! Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We got to step it up.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw now on the final play. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
On on the double.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set, 50, plant.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Get it.
They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Mixon. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll drop the throw. This will be caught by Brown. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the twist.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He'll drop to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in there. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And touchdown! Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Blue draw quarter. Go.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's going to air one out, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Returnable for Thomas. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, high 7. Shoot.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, wahoo!
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Going deep here for Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon with it. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 2nd down now. Mixon, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now they'll run on the draw. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. Looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. With it is Brown.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Let's go.
Smooth. 6'6". Bullet high. Hey, Jet.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Down. 30 base.
Mixon with a first down carry. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Dublin, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.